Hi Capricorn, welcome or welcome back to my channel. We're doing your weekly messages for the next 2 weeks. Your general messages for the next 2 weeks. So first out we have the here and now, and it says here, everything happens in the now, in the present. Only this moment counts. You have what it takes to handle anything today if you let go of the need to look into the future or reflect on the past. Be present and notice what is going on right now. This very moment has the potential for you to create miracles in your life. So that's just about focusing on being grounded and being right here, right now, basically in the present moment. Because always say, if you think back in the past, that could be a cause of, it causes depression. And if you think too far in the future, it causes anxiety. So you just need to focus about where you are right now. And if you need to ground yourself or breathe or meditate or something just to keep yourself here, that's what you need to focus on. Then we have the full moon in Aries, and it says it's time to see if you've been a little bit too much me. There's a tug of war going on between what you want and what someone else wants, but you'll have to wait a little while to see what's going to happen next. As you wait, ask yourself if you've been handling the situation as sensitively as you could have done. If you know deep down that you've been a little rash or harsh, gone too fast or overstepped the mark, then accept that on some level you've created this situation yourself, which means that you can create a way out of it too. When this card comes up, a peak is coming and it could be fiery. Be nice, be kind, smile and be polite as you navigate to where you want to be. Being assertive is good, just don't ride roughshod over anyone. If you're in a tense situation, meditate your way to peace. Don't be a baby. Sorry, this could be the issue. You need to have more fun. So basically, maybe there is some sort of fiery conflict that's going to happen or has just happened. And it's basically saying that try to, put yourself in their shoes in some way to try and not lash out or to get annoyed with them in any way, and to really kind of meditate to ground yourself and focus on this, the here and now. Could be that someone's made you really angry and you can't stop thinking about that, and it's try to release your mind from that. And then we have Lizard Spirit, and it says dream the world into being. So it says, when was the last time you basked in the sun and allowed yourself to daydream, to imagine what might be and who you might become? Lizard Spirit appears when you are called to let your imagination flow and dream something new. Inspiration is available to you now if you are willing to slow down and let your eyes close a little, allowing ideas to dance in your head. What might come into being if you were to pursue your dream? How might you grow and expand if you allowed yourself to dare to believe in the impossible, making it possible first in your dreaming and then in the world as you co-create with spirit? Give in to the power of imagination, and soon your dream will become clearer. The steps will reveal themselves, and what was ephemeral will begin to coalesce into form. Dream it and be it. Spirit asks you to dare to dream big. So basically, again, it's kind of allowing yourself to be in the moment and think about, here right now, what is it that you want? What would your dream life look like? What would your dream relationship look like? What would your dream job look like? And allow yourself to actually think about that and then believe it, because that can happen. Okay, so let's see for Capricorn. Okay, so what are the messages for Capricorn for the next 2 weeks? What's coming in? And what does Capricorn need to know? So we have the 9 of Wands, the Wounded Warrior. We have the 4 of Swords. We have the 3 of Wands. We have the 9 of Cups. We have the 7 of Pentacles, the 6 of Swords, the Sun, which is Leo energy, King of Wands, more Leo, but also Sag and Aries, and the Fool, that's Aries energy there. Bottom of the deck then we have the Page of Pentacles, which are the earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, the Star, Aquarius energy, and the 6 of Wands, more Leo energy, but also the other fire signs. Okay, so bottom of the deck, these are things that you don't see coming or things that are happening in the shadows. And basically, I feel like that's exactly what this Lizard Spirit is telling you. It's kind of about firstly grounding yourself and getting into a place of being able to put in little bits of effort into something, whether that's yourself or something else external. Just the main message here would be to actually ground yourself. I just want to put it on a light. So Then the star is wishing upon a star. Your wishes can come true. You will have victory with the Six of Wands. As long as you believe it, stay optimistic about it, put in the groundwork towards it, and you will have success. You might even be putting yourself out there, or maybe you might be, being recognized or appreciated in some way for whatever this is, for the work that you're putting into it or the effort that you're putting into it. Seven of Pentacles is your focus next week, and you're focusing on something of putting in effort into something that you haven't seen the rewards for. So you are needing to be patient. You could have been waiting for a long time in some way. And by this wait as well, it's kind of like maybe you've become a bit kind of tired of waiting, or guarded in some way, or just drained of energy, where you're like, I can't do this anymore. If this has got to do with a person in your life, maybe you're like building up walls now, starting to be a bit guarded and protective, or like defensive of yourself right now. But the Seven of Pentacles is about waiting, and the Nine of Wands is about, having to persevere even so. And same as the Seven of Pentacles is about putting in the effort. So the 9 is nearly at the 10, so keep going. You are nearly there. You do need to keep going. Three of Wands is more waiting energy, more need for patience. So the Three of Wands is kind of like, you're waiting for something to happen before you can actually take action on something. So while you're waiting, you're also kind of planning ahead, which is a very good thing. And you're putting in what you can put into it right now, but then being patient with what you can't. The Sun is basically, this is bringing a lot of happiness towards you. Like, you're very positive about whatever it is that you're working on, or that you're working towards, or that you're waiting for. And you are going to be very happy when it actually shows up. And I feel like you're going to be very happy in the next few weeks. And then the Fool is a new beginning, about taking the leap of faith into something completely new, and trusting the universe that it's got your back, that, it's not going to let you fall in any way. So just kind of take a childlike approach, or you will be taking a childlike approach, and just being curious and going ahead, having that wonder. You could also be traveling in some way, or being adventurous in some sort of endeavor in your life. And then we have the Four of Wands. So this is kind of like what's got to do with your work or your career, your business, that type of thing. So you could be taking a break at the moment, maybe a well-needed break is what I'm kind of getting. And you're needing to kind of like revitalize, or like regain your energy before you can come back out and fight. Like, maybe you feel like, I just need a holiday, or I just need time off work, even if that's just relaxing at the house type of thing. So you just are like enjoying yourself at the moment. You could also maybe be sick. Maybe that's why you need to take time off work, because the Four of Swords can be a need for healing in some way, or healing yourself. So that could be emotionally, or it could be physically. Then we have the Nine of Cups here. So the Nine of Cups is in your relationships and your connections and your feelings and stuff. So you're going to be extremely happy. Like, something's happening here in your connections where you're just getting what you want, basically. Your wish fulfillment is coming true, and it's just full of joy and happiness. I always say the Nine of Cups is kind of like the baby sun. So that's pretty much what it is. Very positive energy. And then the Six of Swords is about, this is in your thoughts and your ideals, your values and stuff like that. So I do feel like you're moving forward, maybe from a very difficult time. You've learned the lessons that you need to. This time is now over. Now you're moving forward into a much calmer time. And your mindset is going to be better for this as well, because, it's not as chaotic. Then we have the King of Wands is in one of your goals. So basically, you're going to embody this King of Wands. This is basically someone who knows exactly what they want. They're going to go ahead and go and try and get it no matter what. Nothing's going to stand in their way. They're going to push past any obstacles, and they're very driven towards their goals. So I feel like you know what it is that your goal is, and you're going straight ahead for it, and nothing can stop you. And that's a very good energy to have. So let's get some clarifiers for you, Capricorn. Okay, so let's see. What is the Seven of Pentacles? We have the Nine of Swords. It could be stressing you out of all the effort that you're putting in and not being able to see the rewards. You might be worrying if you'll ever see the rewards. So it could be that you feel like continuing to put in the effort might be a bit of a risk, because you don't know if this is going to turn out well, and you might not be sleeping well at night because of how stressed out you are. But that's maybe why this here and now card is here, because it's trying to tell you like you need to focus on the present moment. Maybe you're too stressed about the future or too worried about the past. And then we have the Six of Swords, so you will be moving to a much more calmer time. Just be patient with yourself, be patient with others right now, and continue to put in the little bits of effort that you need to, because you will you will move past this situation or this stress. So what's the Four of Swords? So we have the Three of Wands in the reverse. So I feel like maybe you're getting impatient with the situation at work, like you're needing to take a break, or you're not moving forward in some way, and you're at the point where you're like, I just need this to move. Like, we can't keep sitting in this stuck energy. Temperance at the bottom of the deck, it's kind of saying like you need to just be patient with it, and you need to kind of find the balance and the harmony between, maybe your work life and your personal life, or find the balance within yourself of like not needing to rush things versus like taking action towards things to keep them progressing. So that could be a situation that you're needing to balance out in your life, but you do need to be patient. So what's the Nine of Cups? We have the High Priestess. So it could be that there's like, you already know what is going on. There could be a person that you're not speaking to at this time, or maybe things are just hidden at the moment, but your intuition knows what's going on. Like, they're not telling you maybe how they feel, or what, you're not telling them how you feel right now, but like you are going to be happy with the outcome anyway. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles in the shadows. So you're feeling very independent, you're doing well, you're looking good. And you're just in a very kind of like prosperous time in your life right now, or abundant time in your life in all areas, but specifically in your love life. And you're just coming to that point where you're just like, I don't actually need anyone. I'm happy by myself. But if there's someone else involved, then they do kind of put you on a pedestal, and this kind of makes you happy, and you know this intuitively. You could also be like having a lot of dreams at this time about a certain person as well. But either way, you're getting a wish fulfillment. So what's the Six of Swords? We have the Ten of Wands. So the Ten of Wands basically, and the Six of Swords is kind of like you having a lot of burdens, or maybe even responsibilities here, where you're feeling overwhelmed. But like I said, this is a time where you are going to move. The Six of Swords is very much about moving from a difficult time to a much more peaceful, easier time. So if this is how you have been feeling, very overwhelmed, burnt out, overburdened, something like that, you are going to be able to kind of drop the wands and move forward. And then we have the Death card. Yeah, there's definitely change coming into the situation, a huge transformation. You are ending a stressful period or stressful time in your life. So what's the King of Wands? We have the Chariot in the reverse. Okay, so with one of your goals, something has you in park at the moment, and that's why you're kind of like, I'm not stopping. Like, I'm going for it. I know what I want. I'm going for it. Nothing is going to get in my way with the Chariot card, even if, I don't know where I'm going. I feel like you're a very driven person, but maybe that's the situation. Is like, you're like, okay, but now what's next? Where do I go next? Because maybe you've reached one of your goals, and now you're like, okay, that's done. Now what? And then maybe that's what has you in park, but you are still very driven. And you're like, okay, I like, you have that driven energy, but you're like, okay, but which direction do I put that in? And then we have the Queen of Pentacles. Might have to do with your finances, or with maybe possibly even nurturing yourself or your well-being at this time, and you're not too sure which direction to kind of point this in. But I do feel like maybe for a lot of you, it could have to do with money in some way, of trying to get to a point where you are feeling very abundant and prosperous. So what's the Fool? We have the Knight of Pentacles. So there's definitely a new beginning. That's Virgo energy. So we also have Cancer energy, Pisces energy over here. And then we have the Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So there's a new situation that you're kind of getting into. And yes, you do need to kind of approach this like trusting the universe in some way. But also it's saying that you do need to maybe do things a little bit strategically at this time, because there might be, people who are lying to you regarding some sort of new beginning. Maybe they want you to put in all the effort or all the work into something. But I'm feeling like this is a new beginning that you can trust, but you need to do something strategically with where you put your effort or your work into, and you need to kind of just consistently put in the effort, like slow and steady wins the race. So say, for example, you are looking for jobs. It's kind of like every day checking what's out there, making sure your CV's right, sending it to people, but not spending a full day and stressing over, oh my God, am I going to get this or what's going to happen? It's just being strategic about it, like something along those lines. So let's move on to your love reading. So for Capricorn, how is Capricorn's? Okay, perfect. So we see you feeling shallow, empty, boredom, and hollow. So maybe right now you're just kind of in a very kind of selfish energy, not in a bad way. Or could be because it did say in this card, like maybe you've been a little bit too me lately. So maybe you need to kind of focus on what your partner wants at this time. That could be a situation. We have possibilities, free-spirited adventure and risks. So like there are a lot of possibilities for you to kind of maybe have fun with your person or do something fun or travel or something along those lines. But it's kind of like, well, I don't want to do that. So I'm not going to do that. It could also just be that maybe you're just in this you're just in this energy of like knowing what you want and what your wish fulfillment is with the 9 of Cups, and kind of like you don't want to do things that you don't like, but maybe your person likes these other things, so it could be that. Otherwise it could be that like, you've gotten to a point with a certain person in your life that maybe you've lost hope of the possibilities with them, because you're just like feeling nothing now, you're numb type of thing towards them. But I feel like it's a very positive situation here with the 9 of Cups. So let's see, I'm just realizing we did see the 9 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck here, and we have the 9 of Cups and we have the 9 of Wands. So the one that is missing is the 9 of Swords, which is also here. Okay, so we have all the 9s. So look up 9999, 4 9s in a row, see what that means to your situation, and that could help you. So okay, so so your person's feelings towards you is ecstasy, is chasing thrills, excitement, and a good time. So yeah, maybe your person's like, I just want to go have fun with you, and you're kind of like, no, I know what I want, and I don't want to take the risk or go on adventures. I just want to hang out and spend some time, like, relaxing or regaining energy. We do have second chance at the bottom of the deck, so reconciliation, making amends, and opportunity. So for those of you in separation, that could be a chance that someone's wanting to come back into your life, is how they feel anyway, because you make them very happy. And maybe because, chasing thrills, it could also be that, when you pull back your energy, this person's like, hang on a minute. But if you're in a situation already, you're in a relationship, it could be that someone, if you guys had a bit of an argument or you're stressed out or something like that, then it's kind of like, they do want to make things right with you. So what's the outcome over the next few weeks? We have pride, arrogance, ego, and stubborn, and that's definitely that full moon in Aries. So your pride could be getting in the way in some way. We did also see a lot of Leo, and Leo is an amazing sign full of love, but sometimes if Leo is overdone, it's kind of like gets into this egotistical type of way, if they're in a bad form type of thing. And then we have peace, so balance, harmony, and friendship. So there will be peace between the two of you, but I don't see that, that it's not going to be without trials and tribulations with the arrogance, ego, and stubborn here. And for some reason, I'm just getting that that's on your side. Don't hate me, Capricorn. Okay, so let's see. For Capricorn's love life over the next 2 weeks. So we have unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. So it's just maybe right now you guys don't have love for each other, or just too self-focused on your own happiness in some way. And then we do have worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. And let's get one more. We have new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. So it could be someone new altogether. Otherwise, it could be that, you guys are having a renewed love for each other. And then we have at the bottom of the deck, flirt. Extend your light-hearted energy to others. So it could be someone new you're flirting with this time. Okay. What is going on? So what does Capricorn person want to say to Capricorn? This is usually for people in separation, so I can't stop thinking about you. The Nine of Swords is kind of like that energy as well. Staying up at night, not being able to get someone off your mind. Then we have I hide behind material things. So it could be the situation. What else? We have I feel you even though we are apart. And we have I hope that you can forgive me one day. And then bottom of the deck, we have it's time for me to heal now. We do see a lot of healing going on here, but I'm not sure if that's on your side or theirs. So Capricorn, that's what I have for you at the moment. I hope it resonated. If it did, please do give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. And I'll see you guys again either next week for your love reading or the following week again for your general messages. Take care.